Good morning, dear students of class 5th. Hope you all are fine. Missing you always, dear children. Welcome back to the SST class. Today, let's understand about the factors which are affecting the climate and the three climatic zones. Please take out your SST textbooks. Page 45, Climatic Zones. Before we start, let's understand the difference between weather and climate. In the news channels, we always hear about the day-to-day condition of the weather. So first, we should know that the main difference between weather and climate is its duration. Weather is a short-term condition which we get daily, whereas climate is the average of daily weather. For example, at present the climate is hot because May and June are the hottest months. But we can say today's weather is pleasant because we had showers last night. So, in this case, weather can be judged on daily basis, but the climate is the average of 30 years of weather. Finally, weather is what it is now and climate is what it should be. Let's know the factors which are affecting the climate. The first factor which is affecting the climate is distance from the equator, or it can also be said latitude. The regions located near the equator are warmer because they receive direct sunlight. The rays of the sun are brighter as they have to travel shorter distance. But similarly, the regions which are away from the equator receive less warmth as the rays of the sun becomes slanting. So the main point is that the regions away from the equator are less hot comparatively to the regions located near the equator. Second factor of the climate affecting is altitude, or the height above the sea level. Here, altitude is height of land above the sea level. Children, the higher we go, the lower the temperature will be. Hence, the places located at higher altitude are always cooler than the places located in the lower altitude. For example, hill stations are cooler because they are located at higher altitude. The most highest altitude point on the earth is Mount Everest. As we go higher and higher, our body needs more oxygen. This is the reason mountaineers always carry oxygen cylinders with them. The third factor affecting the climate is distance from the sea, which also influences the climate of a region. As the land heats and cools faster than the sea water, hence the temperature of the places near the sea is moderate because of the cool breeze coming from the sea in summer season and warm in winter. Places which are located far from the sea experience extreme climate, like it is very hot in summer and very cold in winter. For example, Mumbai is located in the coastal area. Its climate is moderate throughout the year, whereas Delhi and Rajasthan are far away from the sea. They always experience extreme climate because they are far from the water reservoirs. Now coming to the next factor affecting the climate of the place is wind. Wind is strong enough to carry strong sailing ships and uprooting trees from the ground. It can also cause mini cyclones and tornadoes. Children, we all have a great experience about the cyclone and its windy weather. Coming to the point, in a simple language, for example, if the direction of the wind is hot and dry, then the temperature rises. But on the other hand, if the wind comes from the snowy areas, the neighboring areas will have a cool climate. Now coming to the last factor affecting the climate is humidity. Humidity is the content of water vapor present in the atmosphere. As water evaporates from rivers and seas into the air, places near the sea have high moisture content in the air. Now, for example, the climate of Odisha is highly humid during the summer season because of its close proximity to the sea. This is the reason we feel very sticky and sweaty. Now coming to the next part of the climatic zones, or it can also be called as heat zones. The earth is divided into 3 heat zones based on the sunlight received in a particular place. The 3 heat zones are torrid zone, frigid zone and temperate zone. Torrid zone is the hottest climatic zone of the earth. It lies between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn across the equator. Because it crosses the equator, the region is very hot. Frigid zone is permanently a frozen zone. It lies between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole in the northern hemisphere and Antarctic Circle and the South Pole in the southern hemisphere. This zone is very cold. It receives no sunlight for months together. It is also called as polar region. Temperate zone. Temperate zone lies between the torrid zone and frigid zone in both the hemispheres. It lies between the Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle in the north and Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle in south. As the climate in the temperate zone is moderate, it is also known as the habitable climatic zone. So that's all about the climatic zones and the factors affecting the climate. Thank you children, and may God bless you.